Different levels of wealth. A common misconception about wealth is that a high income, driving fancy cars, and owning nice houses means that someone is wealthy. We believe there is a distinct difference between the rich, the superficial trappings of wealth, and true wealth. Wealth is the freedom to focus on what really matters and do what you want, when you want, and how you want. It's not an artificial series of numbers on a spreadsheet or about how many zeros are there in your bank account. What does net worth mean? Net worth is basically what remains after subtracting assets from liabilities. The calculation is that simple to know your net worth. There is no magic number you'll need to reach and feel wealthy. In fact, it may be difficult for you to ever feel like you are wealthy even when you have a lot of money. Our latest wealth survey of our millionaire clients found that 75% do not consider themselves wealthy. If you have a financial mutant mindset now and live below your means to build wealth, reaching a level of wealth that makes you feel comfortable is an ongoing and constantly evolving process. Once you reach $10 million, you shoot for the next number to be $25 million. It will have no end to it. This is the human mindset. They will never be happy with what they have. They want even more after attaining each milestone. How wealthy do you want to be? Achieving an amount of wealth that provides you happiness and fulfillment varies from person to person. Depending on what you want to achieve and your goals in retirement, the amount of money that you need to feel comfortable could be vastly different from your peers. It's important to focus on what wealth means to you and not what the world views as wealthy. You don't need fancy cars, big houses, designer clothes, and a massive bank account to be considered wealthy. You will need to set your magic number that is realistic to attain and then go for it. Then get that number. What is your number? Wealth in numbers. Being a millionaire doesn't define wealth, but it is, at the very least, a great start. In the US, 8.8% of adults are millionaires. However, when looking at financial assets, about 2.8% of our adult population are millionaires, or 7.4 million Americans comprise that group. No matter how you slice it, the vast majority of many countries would probably not be considered wealthy by American standards. It's important to recognize the privilege that comes with living in the US, as some of the basics here, like a reliable car, plenty of food to eat, comfortable shelter, and plenty of entertainment, would be considered trappings of wealth in many other countries and cultures where they view American as lavish spenders. They even consider and assume that each and every American living in the US is loaded with money. In reality, half of all Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. It may also come as a surprise that many are homeless too. When will you be wealthy? When will you achieve true wealth? You can start by checking how much you need to invest in order to first become a millionaire using any type of wealth multiplier or a wealth calculator. Reaching your desired level of wealth isn't as simple as you think, but once you know exactly how to put your money to use to generate even more money, you can imagine how quickly you will reach your own definition of true wealth. What are the money levels of wealth? Each stage of building wealth comes with its own set of celebrations and challenges. Our 5 levels of wealth will serve as a guide and give you a chance to measure your own progress. Assess yourself to see which level of wealth describes your current financial situation, and do what is needed and what it takes to move up to the next level. Unlike the financial order of operations, FOO, our 5 levels of wealth are more linear, so it may not apply to everyone to get started from the first level of wealth. Some may be currently in the 3rd, 4th, or even the 5th level of wealth. The first level of wealth, net worth from $100,000 to $1 million. The accumulation of wealth above what an average man or woman has accumulated puts him or her in the rich category, and society considers them rich. 50% of Americans struggle to pay for their basic needs, so being able to comfortably cover basic expenses is a great first step. This first step barely covers your expenses after paying your fair share of taxes. With what is left, you will need to pay your mortgage or rent, put food on the table, pay for heat or air conditioning, pay for property taxes and car maintenance costs, put kids through school and colleges, take vacations and holidays expenses, to name a few. These people fall into the rat race to nowhere. Traps to avoid. At this stage, Don't fall into the trap of tunnel vision and only focus on monthly payments. Now is the time to start building your emergency fund and making sure your deductibles are taken care of and unexpected expenses are attended to. They wait for each weekend to spend and supposedly live life, only to start the following Monday back on the treadmill to continue on their journey, joining millions in the rat race. Indicators of success. Developing the habit of saving money and eradicating any credit card debt are huge signs of success. Even if you start small, these habits are exactly what will take you to the next level and give you that peace of mind. Don't be afraid to cut back, consolidate your expenses, and be savvy about how you spend your money. It will be well worth it. The second level of wealth. Net worth from $1 million to $5 million. A high net worth individual falls into a financial status that is defined as a person with liquid assets worth between $1 million to $5 million. At level 2, your army of dollar bills has a plan beyond simple cash reserves. Each and every one of those dollars has been put to work in some way or another. Passive income through various investment vehicles or real estate portfolios is set up to do the job of creating much more money than of what was put into work as the initial capital. Traps to avoid. Only 16% of Americans are saving more than 15% of their income each year. We believe that people who are not saving at least 15% are missing a huge opportunity, and those who are saving 20% or more are setting themselves up for financial success and financial freedom over time. No one is responsible for us financially other than us, and no one is coming over to help us. We are on our own. The subject of retirement saving also falls on us, and this is the stage in which we will need to rethink and strategize about where our money is to be housed to take advantage of the power of compounding. Indicators of success. Once we arrive at this stage, we will know that we're on the right track. When we start saving 20 to 25% toward our future goals, we're automating our financial life as much as possible and are in the process of tracking our net worth each year. The third level of wealth. Net worth from $5 million to $30 million. Here we're talking about the people who have a net worth between $5 million and $30 million. These people are treated like royalty everywhere they go. Their expectation is high and they look to getting pampered in luxury. This is when they have truly achieved financial freedom. Studies have shown that most people who reach this level have a habit of avoiding bad debt at all costs. At this stage of life, they don't sweat the small stuff like worrying about paying the bills. They have confidence knowing that everything related to money has been taken care of and all their ducks are in order. Traps to avoid. Watch out for lifestyle creep. That is dangerous to sustaining our wealth for the long term. Splurging on our daily premium coffee or having a nice family vacation is fantastic, but we will need to pay attention and make sure we are living within our means. Not only can overindulgence cause us to slip into financial problems, but it will also take the novelty out of those special purchases. Indicators of success. At this stage, you can spend money on small, unnecessary expenses without ever giving it a thought or worrying about it. You may choose to buy anything premium without questioning the price you pay. This might also be the time when you may choose to buy a luxury vehicle, usually buying with cash or paying it off within 12 months. You may opt to put in that swimming pool in your backyard or start creating memories through travel. Looking at your finances and realizing you have plenty of money to fulfill the items on your bucket list, you may start splurging on your deepest desires. The fourth level of wealth. Net worth of $30 million or more. Ultra-high net worth individuals are classified as people with a net worth of $30 million or more in net assets and cash. North America does have the greatest number of ultra-high net worth individuals in the world. This is the level of wealth most people aspire to reach in their lifetime, but most rarely make it. But a handful do manage to get in there. At this stage, you get to call the shots and do whatever you choose to do at your beck and call. You may even have an army of people on your payroll to do various tasks for you, such as a private chef, a maid, a housekeeper, a butler, a chauffeur, and etc. Traps to avoid. Make sure your math is right. Don't just assume that your retirement savings are enough to support the kind of lifestyle you envision for yourself. Be honest about finding the why behind why you are working, and have an answer to what are retiring to if you choose to take that path to retirement. If the answers don't add up, you may not have enough funds to sustain it for the long haul with your current upscale lifestyle. Indicators of success. The dollar bills you had sent them out to work on your behalf back then may have done their job over the years to cover your cash flow needs. At this point, you may be the owner of a scalable and expanding business, making your life even more flexible, since you are your own boss. Calculate your current net worth and see how it will meet your expectations 10 years or 20 years down the line. Do not forget to factor in the rising cost of living and inflationary trends that can rock the market and your finances. This will let you know how your net worth will measure up with time. The fifth level of wealth, billionaire status. It's important to note that wealth comes in many forms, and it's not always about having all the expensive things that money can buy. It's about having the freedom to live life on your own terms and make choices based on what makes you happy and what is important to you and your family. It is also when money doesn't restrict you anymore, and you have additional freedom to envision, plan, and decide on the actual purpose of your life and the kind of legacy you want to leave behind for your family and heirs. Traps to avoid. In this stage, you don't have to worry about travel expenses anymore, but you shouldn't wait until you have built your empire to this level of wealth in order to build experiences and create memories. In that case, you are sure to miss all the good things in life that truly matter. Indicators of success. You're sure to be concerned about the quality of the experience over the cost. By looking back on how far you have come by achieving this level of wealth, you are in a position now where you can look past yourself and focus on how to make the world a better place. Also, this may be the time when you can plan to see how your excess money can be put to good use to help others by lifting them up. That feeling is priceless. The importance of understanding your personal level of wealth. No matter what level of wealth you are in, understanding where you are currently and learning more about what it takes you to get to the next level can propel you further up the ladder in your financial journey. Each and every one of us can get rich, but the question is how many of us are willing to put in the work by choosing the right career, putting in the 10,000 hours to be considered an expert, and creating solutions to various problems of society. Once you are able to tackle problems that society faces, the money will be chasing you instead of the other way around. The money is out there waiting for us. All we need to do to get it is to give customers what they want. It's that simple. If they have a problem, solve it. If they are looking for solutions, give it to them. And if they want something innovative, create it. By doing what you are supposed to be doing based on the problems people have, the money will eventually flow towards you. Remember that wealth is not just about what you have, but also about the impact you create with it in the lives of someone somewhere far away, whom you may probably never meet in your lifetime. But you have created an impact on the lives of many people around the world. This is what one's wealth can accomplish when channeled in the right direction. The wealth gap is widening with each passing year. The rich are getting even richer by the second, and the poor are heading in the opposite direction towards extreme poverty. A single person holding so much wealth in the billions is what we call excess baggage. Too much of anything is poison. This applies to food, clothing, or shelter. We can only eat so much. We only need so much space to sleep on, and we only need enough clothes to cover our bodies. Once our basics are covered and we have attained financial security and freedom, it is time to start helping others. We have come into this world naked and ignorant, and we will be taking the same path when we die. We will not be taking anything with us. Our bodies will degrade and serve as fertilizer for the plants, and in due course, we will soon fade from the memories of others as well. Money is just paper with an implied value given to it for purposes of trade. But we find ourselves chasing this paper all our lives by actually trading our life and time on earth for money, and in the end, we forget to live life. Soon when our time comes, it's time to go. Subscribe with us and learn. If you find the information in this video valuable, please subscribe to watch more videos like this, and also share it with family and friends. Please let us know your feedback in the comment section below and write "I subscribed." Please hit the like button and the notification bell to be notified. There's more waiting to be learned in our next video. The contents of this video are for educational and informational purposes only. Please click on these 2 videos shown here to watch and learn much more on various financial topics. Thank you for watching.